The two bosses sat down, boss to boss, to have a talk, to educate you on changing your life after prison. Entrepreneurship, building your own from scratch, and changing your life around. So listen close and learn as Solly and Israel give you the teachings. Take them with you, make them your own, and use them to grow. Capiche? Hola ma-orange, hola msolisto, anistate nisbeg, danko.
Yeah, my brother, how's it?
No, thank you so much. Sharp-buena.
Hola. Siju. Nilimo watu Siju.
Yeah, Siju. Solely Siju.
Yeah, soldier.
Yeah.
No, welcome, my brother.
No,
Welcome to the
Galabo.
And we acknowledge and we honor and respect Uti. You requested to come to the podcast.
Yeah.
What made you interested to come to the podcast?
Like this podcast. So I follow this podcast a lot.
Sure.
So I feel like the content, it's more about empowerment, crime awareness and prevention as well.
Yeah.
You know, and also it speaks to young people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I felt like with my background, I think they can gain something.
Yes.
Youth Kokasi, Machita was and Machita are active for crime in Kunji.
Yeah.
You know, those who are still involved in criminal activities out there, they could learn one or two things.
Okay.
But overall, it's all about inspiration. Even to somebody who's never been to prison, but somebody who feel like, ish, I'm down and out. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I mean, I like the video we shared last time. How share hore, whatever. And you know what that says? That says hore, somebody nato depression in my life in high. A bit depressed. But regardless, you still keep on pushing, still working very hard. So somebody thought, but even if Israel had to go through this thing, it didn't change how I want to life in It's still pushing. So that's one of the reasons.
Tell me about your background. How did you grow up?
Because in those times where there was a lot of political violence in Ghana ANC.
Okay.
And it then says that because
okay.
Now it means there was this perception as young boys we need to protect community. It was a mandate that every young boy must protect community. It then says we need to be armed.
Okay.
We then now it's that we have access to guns.
Okay.
But it's so we were patrol because we knew from Godi Hostel, the members in Kata Freedom Party, they will come during the night and terrorize the guys, so that's the kind of environmental go on. Environmental tear gas. It should be the Bosquela. There's a COSAS, there's a PASO. Those were youth organizations from these political parties, you know. And
what landed you interested?
Okay, well, as I was growing up, I ended up aspiring the life of criminals. Really, I want to be like this guy because remember,
most of us.
Most of us. And now, guys,
those were role models.
I mean, the good thing is, you know, Stratton Sack have 6-7 role models. But Balong Ragba share a lifestyle I wanna emanate from the distance. And how do I check out what is the source of this life of a pillar? We realize okay, crime. Get the highest, get the hijacking, get the tools. And in fact, in some cases, Baba frame magazine, why it's already my chance. So you wanna be like them. Then how do I check? But Balong by less scale, the mistress, the nurse. If you check a lifestyle I want to I better. Test the so-called. And these guys belong to scale. Life when we criming too much. We wanna
they live a better life.
Way better life.
A best life.
A best life. Come out long arrow as young people.
The nurse, the teacher, sometimes back at the money, the child.
Yes. In fact, lawyer goes scale about this captain. It was for his captain, whatever.
Yes, sir. And when I'm by then, you're looking for a role model.
Yeah, looking for
the role model you find who is a criminal.
It's a criminal.
The one that is been painted to become a role model, like a teacher, a policeman, a traffic officer, a clerk, a social worker. It's not inspirational to you.
No, it's not.
Lifestyle.
It's not.
There's nothing you find. Okay,
no, it's not.
Why adopt a
No, it's not. And remember, those Belongor, they are doing very well.
Yeah.
They move guys.
Yeah, they move out.
They move out. So are not access. Yes.
They have nice houses.
Yes.
You see their cars there, their lifestyle there.
Yes. Even if they can move,
They've
got
businesses in the township.
Yeah. And you know what happens?
Yeah.
About the guys. Haring Khatsuko of some Khatsuko, Uganyu Gelongore, our Namto Salau Kayo.
Yeah.
Then you want to let take along Rasa and take you in a libito at that time, you first leaders.
And only teacher or only where the can go super.
Yeah.
No. A visionary. Leantona Leana, I know Malioki. Babang Batu around room, house breaking, Bausaba, taking Yano, time to Anozanga, nice size, my bar.
Yeah.
Into Ania Kulias. When Washika. So it's easy now to be driven into that society.
Yeah.
Okay, how many years did you serve?
50.
50.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you know almost?
Because of sentence.
Parole.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, because I remember something.
Yeah.
There was a family day called Local MC.
Yeah.
I think it was 2008 or 7.
Yeah.
You came with the guys.
Rapper Orange.
And you said something to us, like how much you think, and I was part of the crew.
Yeah.
Be positive.
Yeah.
And that there was something that I took at that time.
Yeah.
You know, to say if somebody also can say those things, they've been like Baba Wana is the reject of society, and somebody can level and say those words. You know, it was very, very, very motivational.
Okay.
And this is a chance I want to say to you, thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That's why I'm here and that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Good. I like that. I respect everything that I did.
Yeah.
And then it was time, Lina, more or less. So, okay, we've understand the crime and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. We've heard that. We've seen it.
Yeah.
People talking about it. We know that. Good.
Yeah.
Let's get into the transition.
Yeah.
Transformation. How did you transform yourself?
Yeah. Well, remember, in that kind of environment, there's a lot of activities still in thing.
Yeah.
You can choose to participate in gangsterism.
Yes.
Up to you.
Yes.
You can choose to participate because sports and it's up to you. There's a structure for this killer.
Yes.
You can choose to be part of the technical skills like over box back, let's say the sofa, the whatever.
Yeah.
You can choose that.
Yeah.
But also there's an element there education.
Yes.
And also you can choose or not but it's a focus.
Yeah, we shall
Yeah. But with me, by the grace of God, A section, which was a school section for maximum.
Yes.
And by the time I get I had drop out just at 8.
Okay.
Kalamujano is grade 10.
Yes.
And then I went there and out of one hore, whatever that is happening here is not gonna benefit me. And remember, before Kesha 15, I did 2 years and 8 months awaiting trial.
Yes.
So already in the
17.
Yeah,
sa counter pillars. Now going to counter what after 2 years.
Yeah.
She's 2 before talking about 15.
And was part was not paid at that time. So I was like, hey, grand.
Yeah.
And no support structure from outside. I was not privileged. Like Majita Longore, but to visit. Now I was not shame. Like I don't know that thing. I don't even know what it's like granny plastic. And like I was not that.
It was bad.
Very, very bad.
And the Plaza actually visited. That's the
bad.
Bad pain ever.
Yeah. And in the midst of that, careless.
Yes, sir.
And the Tamalaka border. However, I was not close with the guy.
Yeah.
Madlena wa border.
Yeah.
So yeah. And what's one, even if before Babod, I was still struggling. Next secret visitor in it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
And now the boards are much better. Abanye vele siyazi ukuthi la mabaphuma la vele abanandawo shupho ihobo ngaphandle, you know the scam
I know yeah. That's why I told them about visit. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe exactly. And that to me said, change your life.
Yeah.
Just go to school.
Yeah.
Understand? Yeah. Then I went to school.
Yeah.
Local maximum.
Maximum.
Yeah, grade 10.
I came there several times to support.
I know. Papa Alexander, yeah. I know. Yeah.
I came.
To Kali
easy. It's not
sometimes we put Kali FIFA. I don't know. Papa to Kali FIFA.
I choose my time.
Okay, I say it. Yeah. And from there, grade 10.
Grade 10.
Grade 10 is not easy. I don't have support.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the textbook.
Yeah.
Which means, and the textbooks are anything but what the easy. You know what there's no proper system.
Proper structure.
Yeah.
The sustainability.
Yeah.
Hopline. Yeah.
But the strategies I used to go hore notes.
Yeah.
Machitaba kisha. 10.
Yeah.
Academic textbook.
Yeah.
Notes. Yeah. But the challenge is having the notes. I don't know something chapters a film because not every chapter is more textbook.
Chapter gets to
exam.
Because you don't have a textbook.
I don't have.
So you copy, you write your own textbook. Hey, sir.
Saying scale. Discipline we scale. But now we scale.
Yeah.
Machitao kavang varno you know what's that? So, well, fast forward, grade 10, and I realized because we're talking about prega visit, whatever it's about prega the crime, or I'm never shammized, I'm never shaping, and we Alexander, young toy, I'm never shy part. And then I didn't have anything like prega. I understand. I was like, no, let me try what So what I will do, like notes. A day before a teaser or info so is fundisanga. Ara economics is focus maybe good demand and supply. And the very same night I grow a chapter A. After the Keleza Vela Gausani, obvious. Mototo participate and I teach her even. And the guys they started thinking this one is very smart. And I never grow notes. And that's how I managed Urban Sepe. Textbooks then I took advantage. Yeah, into A. Pass a grade 10, grad report, waiting. Pass the grade 10 or grade 11. This is not a national certificate. It's not a proper statement of results as we from Department of Education. So it's a correctional services. Pass it from
correctional services.
I want so much you know, the paper grade 11. Sharp, we deal with issues there. Grade 12. That's what grade certificate to Jango from Department of Education. Chance. And after 2 weeks, hotline officials from NEFSAS to say, guys, along with now South African ID, and then only to do with subject say 6. But the passer one city. Ukanawaza apply for NEFSAS, but often as a loan chalete. But if you are doing well, by convert by it's a puzzle. Because education as an inmate, it is your right.
Okay.
It is part and parcel, package, rehabilitation.
Okay.
So you can start. And I said, then can enroll for a BA degree in philosophy of politics and economics.
Okay.
But now there's a challenge. But we move from communance to single se.
Uncle say.
Yeah.
We was funda, we was concentrate.
But now the teacher led and all these things, the financial accounting, economics, it was like very confused. Now the first thing go actually visit me, but computer again to I don't have anybody auto tangaton pile the cows or the job.
I was gonna ask for it. During that moment, the family day, I get whatever you are the pool of force. Salad. How did you survive the situation?
No, okay, Copa Motos and Levo Papa. mfana ongibhalise ngiphume nawo
Phume nawo.
ngiyoshawa umoya
Kube ngathi unomuntu wakini.
yeah
Nani
wayithi bathu bakwenhla ubabotsa re ngicela ibhalisa umuntu osona akatholi visit they will never say no
yeah
badumela rozwakala
ba understand abantu baruna bakantle gore unale batho ba bang abatholi visit
yeah
then we thola lwena ukuthi mo family day
yeah or on the church remember the church na lo tla re ba sa toleng visitor na re tla tlo ba visit
yeah church
yeah
aphuma lapana kuyo church ana
he visit le but why feel like nga ublomile ra batho ba bangwe
ba ja di pura force
ba bitse so uzwakala yi ulila mithama lami sister yami yakushaya
abakhabela
yakushaya bari ngifana uma wingosi esigele ne ufuna ezinye ingosi ithama lakhe lizomdropa ulile mlandi ayakushaya re
wena udropi
ayakushaya re ninuzwa lo athi ithama lami ngibhayile inteki ulami ngibhayile into so yakushaya psychologically yakushaya re eniba iwundi ebangaphakathi iba itrauma re yakushaya re so imagine masoda ubona abantu ngendlela abaphila ngakhona and bakubuza uhlala pha ngihlala endaweni esiwakabani bapha abazali abambabuthi ubani uze ku
so you graduated
so
completed matric
then degree
you did a degree
diploma
in politics and science
BA in philosophy of politics and economics diploma 3 years national diploma in resources management
associate management
international computer driving license N6 certificate
N6
specialize ka labor relations
and then sharply body life skill
I mean go bontse file tletse tsona
anything
ka bontsha file tletse skill
good tell me the importance of becoming educated because I'm coming from a generation that is politically affected highly. Runa, when we grow up, believe me, we went to school because we believe for it. A school, it's your home. We didn't have a vision so much. Now I was an average student. I was a genius at the primary. But when I went to high school, we started smoking. Then I failed from 1. Pass from 2, standard 9, I failed high 2.
Standard 9?
Yeah. And I dropped the school. But truly speaking, not to say I was an illiterate person. No. I didn't find a purpose for me to be educated. I was discouraged because coming from a disadvantaged background, I need to go to university or college, or maybe say I want to be an advocate. They were as poor as a church mouse in the family, whereby they can't afford even a technical college. So what is the purpose of me pursuing this education of mine? So I felt demotivated to be educated. So now I met you. I've read your profile a bit. I hear from the horse's mouth. I want us to take us on a journey, even for those who are listening, more especially the youth. The power of education. Education system, okay, but education is the key. But education was meant to slave the black people, for the black child to become under the white person. Can you analyze the situation?
But so let me show the importance of education. Class. I graduate. Even the Xantan Gekeles. Machita never palla go ngala application. By the first la.
The first la.
Ukupa fladi key le transfer. One, you kuchora au khona ba lo opportunity to express in terms of khongwala.
Yes.
You with the private also education number one. Number two, you know, a broader perspective ka life.
Yes.
And getting back to your point during the system means of already modern slave. Yar kumarbe slavery mara it like camouflage to education. Number one, I think we need to change the perception now. We don't go to school to get a qualification so that we're employable. No. You understand? Whatever to be keles it means also keles. You need to find a way or spanning. That is very, very much important. So for example, if you go scale,
how you scale, how can you span?
No.
You can to enrich,
yes,
to equip yourself,
yes,
your brains to be sharp, and then whatever you've loaded through your education system, then you need to create it to work.
Yes. I mean, or life we push like a knowledge 80.
Yes.
Which it might not be because scale straight or college straight, but we try to somewhere.
Of course.
So education right need so that we can apply it so that we can use it as a tool to create things out of your
yes.
For example, let's say when the certificates are marketing, not even a diploma or a degree.
Yes.
Then onale temba when they meet. Or motkokas when the product. Majitauka sets the product, diapar, whatever. Ukonomlato feature me bra, unale product. Unale skills are marketing.
Zokshali
marketing. When we apply so our worker percentage, in fact 20% more sales. No one will say no because everybody has a product. But it's a man. So that one is very, very important.
And you need someone who's got a skill for the marketing strategy.
Yes. I don't work at this thing, but rich. Let me show you something. So only this artist, higher scale, but rich. Now, Kuparshever from at home, Timia high Geboma. Assiscala Timia high. Geboma. Only accountant.
PR.
Road manager. Marketing.
What?
And those people only degrees, diploma, by less scale for it. So that tells you for this guy, education, why need one or another. And obviously, if Osakeles, Osabatli scale, you end up paying for things that you shouldn't be paying for. Like what Danyani, I'm next to that 35 francs. Kraus on Kai for time. But
just to write about Hore.
And wait a pinel guy.
Yeah, I understand.
For my 6 clip or 7 clip. But if no case, no guy gets it and to say. So education you can offer a broader perspective of your life.
Yes.
You can whether always in Negama window ID. So it's very key. And for me, to be honest, let's check this thing. Criminal record.
Yes.
Stigma. Rejection. Or whatever.
Yes.
So there are doors that only education can unlock. I mean today, look, education fair. Majita go harabu markup line. Wait only passport to be Italian. And go fly or travel. Do you get what I'm saying? So education, I was able to go and do my own research. To say, it's a the countries that are going on, but about to check out criminal record by it's a priority.
And definitely.
And it's a countries that are going on. Share a criminal record, but however, consider crime. If crime is crime, not,
it's harmful, it's harmless.
Yes.
Murder with the first degree. So, soldier, what do you do for a living?
So now I'm into import and export. So you saw my passport is full. So meaning basically in a very, very in a nutshell, briefly. Kesosa. In Togo, China, and then because I'm more supply, more South Africa, then you go Botswana, even partly Leucozine. So that is import and export.
That's what you do for
That's what I do. And then also, a restaurant run Pitor. So that
I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes.
At the same time.
But I'm always about selling.
You've got many streams of income.
It's all about selling. I believe in selling, my bro.
You believe in selling.
I believe in selling. Horeki is key. I want to buy is key because why do buy if I say go and I make it 5 francs. You can see the product and you attach at this product. So for 5 francs, there's an exchange there. And out of that 5 francs, I can check. Okay, cool. If bottles are 200, means I can buy some bottle iPhone. You know what I'm saying?
When you came out from prison, you had none.
I had what?
You had none.
Nothing.
No snacks.
Okay.
How did you grow from the first day, your life, and build your life up to wherever you are?
Like I said, that goals because one thing in trouble and one. Why Majita so aware? Because I could see Majita viable. And I was like, it's a problem. So one, I need to be honest with myself. Now, criminal record.
Yes.
Which means it's going to be difficult for me to pick a response.
Yes.
So I get taking that.
Yeah.
I don't even want to waste my time.
Yeah.
CV. Yeah. But how Galeza?
Yes.
You get this sense, this idea, you can only make money how solve the problems.
Yeah.
So I said, I want to solve the problems.
Yeah.
This issue, much it relapse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also lower the awareness go youth.
Okay.
Yeah, crime, crime, the tattoo, and all these things.
Yeah.
So then it means now, because it means now I need to package that idea. So I was very intentional like it.
Yeah.
Foundation and I knew foundation these are the places where I could go and look for sponsors, for the donation, and for funding, by the way.
Yeah.
For social development, national lottery sport.
Yeah.
So I was very intentional.
Yeah.
So it's a hard, I like it to a first day. That was my mindset to say, now Kitsui.
Yeah.
One, I need to restructure my life.
Yeah.
Like what we play like before. Because the life I had before you can say meaning there are things that I need to separate myself from. One, the children.
Good.
Bad company.
Bad company.
I'm out of bad company.
Yes.
If you're doing anything illegal, crime related to whatever.
One side.
I want the money.
One side.
Two, the places that I go to, they need to speak to personal development, vision acceleration, and whatever a positive my life in. I don't go to places that won't speak to what I'm trying to achieve my life in. Now it means those places if I in get target the workshop. If there's a business workshop, get her.
Yeah.
If there's a business seminar, get her.
Good. I see a lot of books here.
Yeah.
You are a reader.
No, I'm a
Definitely.
reader. I'm a reader. I can
see Temba Lukele.
Yeah.
Scheme GP.
Kingpin through
How
it all.
did you meet Scheme GP?
Yeah. So next time I go to the station on Peli FM ko Pretoria.
Pay.
Yeah. Peli FM. Yeah. Go at Trashville, go at Linmore.
Oh.
I had a show there every Wednesday.
Okay.
And Timmy High, they reached out to me to say, look, man, now first on this Facebook.
Yeah.
This guy was like, can you help us promote this book on your show? I was like, okay, Zogala.
Yeah.
And then we got in touch, Naliana. That was 2015, somewhere there.
Yeah.
16. We got in touch, Naliana, and then Rabu, and then come promote the book. I see you.
Yeah.
I create an environment, I read an interview, and I read a book review on my show.
Yeah.
And then I went to see him.
Okay.
So by the time then we started working together. Doing the workshop, Tembisa, and it was very helpful because he's very connected. You know, so I mean, there's one stage where we let our Taga brand the RFA track it just to give community opportunities. Yeah. So every event they collaborate, and he'll be a speaker there because like you said, different perspective, and also as a businessman. And we started working together. And today I'm a COO at Scheme GP Foundation. Yeah. Mr. I'm the CEO. So we do a lot of work behind the scenes because we're trying to grow this thing. And then Nagnale Foundation. So this is how we do things. So our Spanago fella, right? You are allowed to rule now talent to have. He's allowed to talent to have. But we support each other. Because Leona he needs to grow. Aliwa. Because if you don't create that kind of environment, we're talking about user. You get my point? So about to create an environment where they can also start their own things and use the resources to capacitate whatever until they
So based on that, based on my experience, people that I've met most, more especially the black people, they don't grow each other. So how did you find it? It's very important as black people, we must uplift one another. We've got Indians, we've got Jews, we've got whites. I think it's in the face. And it's in our tongue, it's in our ears, everybody knows that. It's in our eyes. So Tina, as Kupulani, you might have a friend who's a billionaire, but you struggle to find food to eat. But come weekend, you will drink a bill of 25,000. Can we talk about that? It's very important.
I mean, you know, somebody not down all that then I will spend 5,000, 3,000 about Pukele Plague, Robert Lidi Medida, out drop a Sunday. Choose the home for no motoring fit. Garnale span go Isando or go Santin, Copa 5 tiger. Kilo Magetara. I was like Nanu. It's more like a false love. Rato la Mankga. Or Mcope, you need to get a fella. You could clip a fella, your recharge. Or $50 recharge electricity. I was like Nanu. But Hono spend there because My brother, if every door shakala bona matsoho.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
They
want to be worshipped.
Yeah. But they will never help you to come out of your situation.
Yeah.
For 10 years, you will never hear that friend out with a
Yeah.
Do you mean that guy for 10 years? You see, so Arabato uplifter.
Yeah.
However, we are willing to collaborate Montonzero.
Yeah.
We are willing to collaborate or
Yeah.
we are willing to collaborate or root destroy.
Yeah.
We are willing to collaborate or commit a crime. Well, we're willing there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to things that will build us, that will grow us, we're not willing to collaborate.
Yeah.
So that's what I've realized. And I said, I want to create that environment where we can collaborate. Understand? And I need to understand that you are gifted in this area. Because Spanish Kim GP.
Yeah.
He's gifted in certain areas.
Yes.
I'm gifted in certain areas.
Yeah.
So whenever one or more, we need you to unlock scheme or pambi.
Yeah.
Because he's gifted there. Yes. And we don't compete. Because even if Skim GP is a face or he does whatever and it's fine because when he wins, we all win.
Yeah.
It's a teamwork. Teamwork is very, very we need each other.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Okay, but you have a family.
Yeah. I'm not married, but I have a partner.
Good. How do your kids look up to you?
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate because my son Ukuplu, so I don't get to spend much time there. I've got a son Ukuplu, so I don't get to spend much time with him. Because of certain things, life is wrong. But I wouldn't encourage that. Understand? I think it's very important. It's just that in life sometimes when we come to these things, we end up growing apart.
Yeah.
And they become bitter, and because of their own agenda, and end up having unlimited but it's a very sad story that I think it needs to be addressed.
Okay, let's talk about these young people who are school dropout.
Yeah.
More especially those who come from poor families.
Yeah.
It's one room.
Yeah.
I'm making an example from my hood in Alexandra, your neighbor.
Yeah.
Go Alexandra, get one room. So we are first people to wake up, last people to sleep. Our families are poor. Our domestic workers, some they are not working completely. Good. They look up to you as a son. Khona umehluko yenza wena mawukhulu za represent ifamily ube wokuqala wena ozoba ne-matric efamily or ulethe isinkwa ekhaya. Okay, it might feel like a black tax. I know we are Africans, but it's our reality.
Yeah.
Good. Intwana iyekela isikela. Ayikho talented, ayikho skillful. Ayikwazi ukwenza amakhabethe or upholstery or abokushisela ama-oxozo or amatayere or bricklaying or carpentry. Kubo akuna next. What can you say to that boy?
That's why we have organizations like Zaron, Mali Help Desk, where we're trying to solve those kind of issues.
Yeah.
To say, if that boma means no, if I can check around, it ain't twice about.
Yeah, it ain't twice about. Search.
Yeah, search.
Yes.
It might be disc. It ain't so long. How do I yet? Yeah. Maybe we're at the social media.
Yeah.
Then it means then that guy, we need to help him to grow so that I can manage social media at our own.
Yeah.
There are people who are busy out there.
Yeah.
And you know that social media.
Yeah.
I can manage social media how? I can manage somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to say, every day, how whole, passionate guy.
Yeah.
Let's say orata over creative, orata music or whatever. Understand? So they must just reach out to organizations around so that for information now. Because now what we do, we guide.
Yeah.
Say when or no, I think about recorder, about it's a music, about act, whatever. We just guide, we'll find information. Now, later.
Yeah.
But before you go see register company, so. So I feel like Matseke, to be honest, information ibai.
Yeah.
And I was listening to your interview, Mankga. You were discouraging issue ya black tax.
Yeah.
Because by the time you need to focus on yourself, spending your black tax. But I really discouraged because you also explained we know the background.
Yes.
But we are just saying we know the effect and treasure, but try to find into ways. If you can find out I'm not good in this and this, it means you can also find out or good going to yeah.
So how can we grow our economy in our country?
I got a small business, my brother. I believe in small business. I'm
Yeah.
From before the mall. I mean the first mall if Knana and like excellent one, it was in 1993 or 94 called Davidson Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before the mall, really small businesses, even the tuck shop or but buy some but buy zang. So I think we just need to help this the small businesses already formalize. Yeah, but also we need to check why.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Negrana wholesaler more fire Kutembis.
Yeah.
We tried it for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. You know why?
Why?
Because Cambridge, not computer like Cambridge.
Oh, Cambridge.
KitKat. So by example, buy stock in bulk.
Yes.
And I buy in bulk, but qualify for a certain percentage, which is 7%. And that 7% affected the price of one buy a case I'm on fire for 120. Not because I can't collaborate with I'm the only one or an this wholesaler go tembi. So I don't have anyone to collaborate with so that you can buy stuff in bulk so at least I can get that discount, can get advantage, get the price. So case I can 150 to 160 rand.
Yeah.
And I want to buy price at 120. So obviously I'll be out of business. Because my cheaper price and good the hustlers say never buy for the tuck shops I want. They'll go with KitKat, they'll go with Cambridge. So I won't have clients. So we also need to check why the pazza shop the honor they survive. I mean if you check buy stock in bulk. In fact, they even approach macro.
Let's apologize for the word amakula.
Okay. Amandia. No, yeah, Amandia. Or my friend.
Yeah.
Is one my friend.
Yeah, Amandia.
Yeah.
Abalfoni leka.
Abalfoni. Yeah.
Hade.
Abo my friend.
Yeah, Abo my friend.
For that mate.
Yeah.
Track. In fact, step number 1, what they do, they go to macro. Macro account to go macro. By 10.
Yeah.
But now the passes are different.
Yeah.
And then macro ever discount, the stock service buyer. And then bus distribute. Share by and go guys.
Yeah.
Oh, briga my share stock, my share stock, my share stock.
But the stock fair.
But error the passer shop literally.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
That's why I see you go Nangasere, you go Israel.
Yeah.
And if.
Yeah, I was gonna come there, Hori. Hey, it looks like a big challenge for us.
Yeah, it is.
Because number 1, they've dominated already.
Yeah.
So we need to start by having those shops before. There's a collaboration now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then and the fact they are offered in up, and then it will turn up.
That's why you know why isn't it like that's why literally log about the shop focus about the business. Once you pack a record, email it. No, email it because you guys been taking a product. None the fresh kind of product there.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I know if you go in,
yeah.
We always compete with bra.
Yeah.
You got computer sa tsevan. Har go bana go mo ke o sheba ro pero jwang vale mang. So na competition already. Se ko ka dilek fedi. That's the biggest issue of it. I think we need to solve that thing.
Put in business. Let's talk about the drugs.
Yeah.
Amongst our youth. It escalating beyond the bounds of its limitation. Segimita the drugs we grow up knowing that it takes a village to raise a child.
Good blessing.
Yeah. 1 2 straight. Yeah. The invitation I must come there
to talk.
Even Zimbabwe.
To give a talk.
Yes. To come and help. Actually, to come and help. Let's talk about the general social. We are not the intelligence. We are not the department of SAPS. We are not a crime syndicate. We're talking under social perspective and general. As concerned citizens, of the country. Soldier,
sure.
I know our topic is not drugs, but we are concerned citizens of the country. We are the leadership.
I know,
When I see you, I see a leader, true leader. So, what is your take on drugs? Generally, socially.
Yeah, the drugs, they're very rife. And I think somebody said to me, there's a guy, Barke Elijah, Namsocha, Kibula Foundation, Kutilagari drugs. And the Gamutsagar, what do you mean? Let me tell you something. Let's deal with demand. Let's deal with balong the drugs. Once we deal with demand, meaning we need to address what's wabarona, find ways ya clean and make sure the drugs are do more bona. And in that way, supply to prices because supply everything if there's a demand. I think I'm doing justice to statements but we need to constantly raise awareness. I mean, China. I'll tell you one thing. Packet a cigarette, go China. How they discuss because my China but to buy in total, they are heavy smokers. So when the image. So we buy or wanna lang that chill or wanna look at buyer like how we buy it talks to you. It's no longer about Mongwala or owning this or whatever. One talk. So we need to raise more awareness from go scale, from sub A, raise a more awareness or guys. Be careful, there's this thing, and it's about Torbabeso. And you know, the artist is a buy. I mean, it's public knowledge. There are some artists I was on drugs, what, and then you hear share, wow, you're on drugs. And then between maybe 2020, 2021, I was on drugs. And you hear a reflector. I share my mona drugs and thing. He was doing well, like a musical high, he was selling, he was performing after the kick, 7 kicks. So it doesn't make sense go youth or ben wow to hell because the time was the drugs. I mean you were popping. But I was not chalete. But now, but better awareness the drugs didn't just chalete. Like if it's in your way, because of the drugs. So that's not the right awareness. Let's talk about the damage. The drugs that so I cannot go to a particular platform and say I was a millionaire, the drugs referred attack. That's not because somebody might say, I can be on drugs, but still be, I'll survive, give a proper financial management. You understand? But that's not enough. It could be part of it, but let's also mention or damage a
Okay, Machita Kotanyan. There are those who never believe in us, who never believe in you, who never believe in me. Those words, so the thoughts saying, the thoughts. I remember like sharper boots, but boots they never believe in my vision. Then automatically, the fire. They've seen it happening live. I came out, I came back again to come and teach. Still visit if I get invitations. So, what is your message to the would-be you and those who are still in the shadow, in a dark shadow, those who don't see what we've seen, and the would-be criminals, young boys, Babatankweta crime, admiring criminals as heroes, those who are inside prison, who want to take a step that you took to become the person that you are today, and those basanta never enjoy a jail, bashapana limilao, ejele kumnandi vele siyigebe mu dark life. What do you say to that society?
And think what I would say to those people go before you go and we know the environment. It's very important to
go back there
and say, guys, look where I am. But for me to be where I am, and I'm not talking about man, guy. I'm just talking about the fact that it's 2012, 2013, and you're still surviving. And say, guys, the reason why Kono survive is because of in the midst of all these challenges, all this gangsterism, wrong, whatever, I made a decision to change my life because what brought me to prison or what led me to be a prisoner, it was certain activity. So I can't continue with those kind of things. They didn't work for me. I mean, gangsterism, but never yet. I mean, remember, hardly 4 or 5 re kopana re le gang re lo shapa heist or ro hijackle we are a gang even if it's not leaves or 26 but we are a gang so that proves to you this thing I was panela ko ntle but still was sabata re spanela ka motrongo so but what's on le wena le Skim GP and others we need to go there and say guys there's life out there and never ba shine like there's life out there and after there's life out there we don't mean girls we don't mean dikoloi we don't mean houses we mean there's life out there there's an opportunity for you to live uphila mebra sikolo ya sintlu it's a top whatever uphila is to discover your purpose and try to push you know homna tjongre video senga utsoga o tswana le task or ke batla lo paisa ra ile kuna le program we be a sha
na bo office ka rest
yeah so because talk is cheap but we also rona we need to make sure ha re lo bua le bona but life ya rona we complement our talk so let now we have a duty before we are convinced we have a duty to make sure that we are successful in whatever that we do so that when you go there we practical level and by the time we're fit it's a life skill it's a management if you rape or whatever it's a sexual offenders program there's about level 1 2 3 4 go there because let me tell you something in 2 seconds for not a computer go jail kiss na visit because still starting the computer you know what I did basically one person say camera toilet and only handy pine jail and whatever I took those things and then obale voice simple za o to kry di number ka yi nka di number tse o kope gata ka usane le phone le di company tse o kope di email address o kope gata o thuso o ngwale email address wa attach admission letter o bontsha uni so acceptile o tlotlesa le unisa on the computer as a donation where ke a galo re ke ntsha it's fine and that's what I did you know and by doing that I got the computer tse pa ka nga computer A1 ka ba le computer go tshela ke sna visit so that tells you hore education o yetsa go ba positive o yetsa in fact mo life nje fela nje just by being positive me bra no diabulene just by being positive ska ba negative
okay
are ba tlo ba tlo chelete re etsa the product so that we can fundraise it's important
it's good move.
Fundraising is important if you go let's say you shoot a podcast no tla podcast ska tsenya batho ba kopa di chelete tse ba re ke ka cost ya podcast shoot if it's 4,000 5,000 ipack tsa mo ba something mo buy fundraiser for yona and then asa we yetse ke mo ka batlang support o ba batho ba ka nyo go shoot le episode 1
that's who we are that we are on the same page okay soldier
sure
criminal record I think most Yamachita, Nabuchira Babujele, they are affected by criminal record. And I attended my conference with the Minister of Correctional Services, Sulamula, Rastenberg, we are told straight in the eyes, but you know, this thing, Melopilena is something that you did. About in the system to work on it. Okay, how do we trust you? Maybe you were arrested for raping, maybe a crash. Then you come out, you want your work back at crash. What is the guarantee that you'll never do it again? So, and then whether you survive on it. Now I am, though somehow maybe not going to affect that because all the forms, there is that question, have you ever been in prison? Then sometimes you are scared to say yes. Sometimes yes, the client very lose the work. So what do you say to the people who live with that? Who are struggling to find work? There are people who are one band. So which is a painter. And then in the industry of painting, what is a recipe to survive a criminal record?
Now I hear you very well. Okay. So to answer that one, let me say this. Bazangolela majita ngumuntu uzangolela. I-criminal record mayingasuki. Mayime. Bangazama nokuthi i-department they shouldn't even try to remove it. And I'll tell you why. So that people, there must be something as a deterrent, something as something to somebody. Or manga commit crime, so when a criminal record. izokudestroya ngeke uthole isipani wenzeni so mayihlali ibe into esisipanisayo ukuthusa abantu ngayo uyangithola I'm saying ayingasuswa criminal record mayihlali criminal record.
But what if you prove innocence? You've demonstrated overwhelming amount of evidence that you've changed. You are a changed man.
Yeah, but still you can survive with a criminal record. And I'll give an example.
Yeah.
Moting sama kwenye rovuli shop ya makota or tengi samanzi or upali ngwati or whatever ndifuna kuthengisa. Mara just company esipro.
Yeah.
Ubayi direct company yako or provide service shop or is a cleaning service or cleaning service. Abantu if bathanda i-service yakho. They don't go and Google and check ukuthi ubani umnikazi where this Israel service company ubuyaphi wenzeni because babheke ku product obakayona babheke service yakho. If it's good, they'll keep on coming and buying.
Yeah. If you good, you good.
If you good, you good.
Good.
Number 2, into ngifuna uku-emphasize ukuthi since unayo le criminal record, you must understand that ukuhleli nayo unayo. And remember, awuyidobhanga. Uyisebenzele. Because of a committee crime. Which is wrong. We span. So find a way to span and make peace with the fact that when you never work for somebody, for big companies or whatever, but you can work at a tuck shop. The problem is with Amantabapa, but you go to mouse chair span, you span a Rose Bank or Ingham, you span a Santi. You span a tuck shop. Abai food I'll call this number formula. Unga spanika say internet cafe. So to tell them centenyana, then later consequence whatever to funuyenz. Unga manje unga spana as a sound guy la kule podcast. Unga spana as umuntu otilanga light. Unga spana as the editor. Unga spana so ziningi ndawo kubena zifunda ire. You understand? Yeah, zipa indawo utazifunda ire. So as much as on a criminal record kunabanye abantu banenkinga ezinye but they are able to work around inkinga zabo and try to make life within the life. You understand? So now criminal record is just part of the challenge life in yakho. Okubeni uwe le challenge lo oyilethile wena. And you deserve ukuba na.
So you travel the world?
Yeah, not the world per se, but certain parts of the
world. Where did you fly to?
China.
Dubai. Turkey.
Kenya. Ethiopia. Yeah. Okay, this is what I did. No, I did my own research.
Okay.
Import and export. Because I'm on vacation, I'm overseas. If you China, stock is in the supply of resin or South Africa, or I'm funny market. The mentality was to supply Africa, say young. Because I know we are China, if you want to Matseke Kulmanan, if you want to buy something for the shop and my pack of Kulmanan, so let's say in bulk. Then I the research with the map of my country, Benny, they will zoom more criminal record. And the map of my country, Benny, Mabas more criminal record, easy business Abbas Begay. Matala would I'm a system of fun South China. They normally pick up a criminal record, mines again my airport. If you may boza mukulang matrax, if boza mukulangan. But in South Africa, man apply a visa. As I might pick up a criminal record. Because remember, most of the China apply a visa. Me literally visa we apply. Over guy ID yako, over guy unkinto yako, and then later years after 3 days or 4 days, visa ko ya puma as a China. So it means system yabo by designing a way you good, it cannot pick up good on a criminal record mosekas whatever. I don't know how because I'm saying it's a good system. You understand? But I tried. The thing is, as I'm mamela but you go travel. We're not sure on that. I mean, you're not sure what you because the criminal record. I was. So some of the things I want to ring. We made it in a civil, so it's proof.
Okay.
It's like about nobody. Israel ngene da. Ujo wengangeni. But tell amars no have. Then what about pega about? Abogaz baza ngena da. And even if bazamile, when you are not these people. When ungene. Because I want us far.
Tell me, Soja. What is your last book that you are reading?
Currently, to be honest, I'm going to find the myth of Noma.
The myth of Noma.
Yeah, the myth of Noma. I'm going to find that one. It speaks about trauma, illness, and healing in a toxic culture. This the thing. Because trauma.
You regard this as your best book.
Yeah, it is. Including trauma. Lencwadi nginethi ukuthi ngingaunderstand ukuthi i-trauma yini ukukhula kwami ulilami ukuthi linganginaki ithami linganginaki lento iyangikhawatha so that even at this day mangibheka abafazi ngibabheka ngithi yona ngokuthembu you understand. So lencwadi, it was able to help me to figure out certain things, but also Kingpin best, you know. And what I like about this book, these are the challenges this guy had to go through. Ukungabi negazolo, ukustuck endleleni, those challenges esikhabatha abantu ezibhaya, ukungabi nenyuku bakufonela bathi ingcosi yakho siyayixosha sikhala fanda awuna nyuku. And this guy was able to stand and say akunandaba, I keep on going, and mangicheck life yathi ngiyambona vele uyapush. Do you get what I'm saying? And through it all, this guy ubhale incwadi asejele asedanyana, usinikeza experience yakhe asedanyana asejele, then uyaphuma lo muntu mawubheka what he had to go through ngecrime yakhe nasejele, then umbheka abanye bakaphumile. It's an inspiration, yabo, umuntu ofana nawo, to say emarai lo muntu ubuya le nale, bheka manje ube ne-situation, but lo muntu usaphusha ukuma podcast lo muntu uyaphusha awuthi nyozama futhi elefini.
So this water,
so this water, it's a Skim GP. So more my event, because remember, as a foundation, like I said, if you have an idea out here, example, ufuna uqala business, le business ufuna uqala ifuna 10,000, ungacela abantu inyuku bayeke labantu, find a way. If una 500 rand bayothenga ama-case ama-25 or A1 we-coke, uye emekhoneni ufaka ama-ice, uyibhayise utry ukufundraiser le 10,000 uyifunayo. So this is us trying to fundraise again to say, as a foundation, we can do something. Let's not rely on my funders. Let's not rely on my donors, my sponsors. Maona ma event sibize sokwenzela amanzi so branding yakho. So branding yakho siletha abasister bethu badisha amanzi ku-event yakho siyenze benhle event yakho. That's one of the ways for us to fundraise, because no one is going to give you funding. There's no one who's waiting there to give you money, my bra. You must try your idea. We push. Ube information enough ezokunceda to unlock funding. So moyo ufuna funding manje lapho information bazokubuza kuthi ufuna uqala catering company, uyebiza malini plate yakho awazi, so thingisa ngama plate awazi. Oh,
so far when una malini
awazi,
no ufuna 5 million, what was the highest amount?
Nah, you can't. Funa 8,000 rand.
Funa 10 million.
Nah, ayiqali kanjani.
1,500 account.
Ithi ngokutshela simple example easy ne engafuni isigele engafuni ini. If ufuna ngena ku farming, ufuna ukusupply abo Shoprite, Woolworths, whatever, ama veg whatever. Qala kini. Ushaye nje round engako wenza ama cabbage lapha, uvula business account, register business. Yonke le masezikhula ufuna lo mama othengise khonini uthengisele yena akubhada uthathe le mali ufaka ku business account yakho. Do that for 6 months. Izogaya experience ethize. Uzowazi ukuthi ithatha isikhathi kangakanani ukuthi ivele rere, and then iba fresh makwenze njani, ayibi fresh after how many days, uyibhayisa ngamalini, you cost malini. Then that is a practical business plan. Then you can go and approach Israel and say, "Me bra, funa uqala business guy 10,000."
It's farming in the making. Ndaba ngiyabonga.
Nasi sonke. Sibonga mina.
Sibonga impilo man. Nkulunkulu akubusise.
Nawe akubusise. And I think awuthula credit enough. Baba abantu who look up to you from intanyana la ngaphandle. Baba, abanye abantu abangedanyana. But they look up to you ukuthi you were there. I mean, and evidence la ngibhaye ukusoba evidence la. Ku Mankga if you was manje ukujima ku 2.9 million. If video yakho 2.9 million. You're the highest there. Manje as we speak. That tells you ukuthi numbers don't lie. It tells you ukuthi inspire abantu ababhala. Abantu babheka ijeni. They don't have to like you to tell you or to like your videos. Mara abantu babheka ijeni. Nomuntu ubuyele ula, and whatever that is happening in life yakho, program yakho, uNkulunkulu uvela uthi hayi, let's move baba. Uzodlula kule challenge wela, but we inspire abantu ababhaya. Nasedanyana wa inspire. Nathi wasi inspire. I mean ubonile mofika ku event yethu last time uthe mawungena abantu bajabulile. Abantu bakuncane ne-minister iziya confess mfethu. Yangithola. So now siyakubonga mfethu. Thank you for inspiring us, for giving us that inspiration. Thank you for encouraging us, and usenze ukuthi nathi sibone ukuthi one day sizofika la siyakhona. So siyakubonga now. You deserve this thing. I'm giving you your flowers, my brother. Thank you, sir. So
it's Israel Matseke Zulu podcast up close and personal bafowethu. Asibonge, we love you all. See you next time.